there is a God, please, please take me out of my misery. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ashwati. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you'd have guessed from the title, I am reviewing Netflix's latest Ajeeb Dastan. Like before we go there, I have a very important question that's been like really troubling me. It's keeping me up at nights. Why are these kind of movies made? I mean, we have so many anthropologies of late. I mean, like you have your Ludo, lust stories, ghost stories, unpaused. There are a couple of anthropologies in Tamil as well. I mean, just like, do people really like those kind of movies? Because I'm still warming up to the idea. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, because I always find myself liking like one story from here and some other story from some other anthropology. There's not like one movie that I've like entirely liked. And Ajeeb Dastan is that kind of like a mixed bag as well. From an overarching perspective, it's about broken relationships, broken people who find themselves in like uncomfortable situations, and just like every short movie has its own like Ajeeb twist at the end. Some worked, some didn't, but we'll get there. Since these stories don't have anything in common besides their Ajeebness, I will review them individually. But before we move on to that, it'll absolutely make my day if you hit that subscribe button. Did you do it? If you did, then let's go. The first movie in this lineup is Majnu, directed by Shashank Khaitan. He's done films like Your Humpty Sharma, Badrinath, Dhadak. So you know, it's like commercially successful films. And the first movie in an anthropology is supposed to like set up the rest of the things for you and like gives you an expectation of what this entire thing is going to be about. Majnu, the story is basically about this couple stuck in a loveless marriage and it's their journey. But in all honesty, Majnu is a movie that should not have been made. It shouldn't exist. I was really excited to see Fatima Sheikh and Jaideep Alawat together because that's a very unconventional pair, right? And it will be interesting. The trailer also seemed काफी interesting times. But it was just I mean, the movie was just, I mean, I'm just getting frustrated just thinking about the movie because it was so random and just so, the dialogues were so cringy. I'm just like, man, I mean, the same things like मैं कुछ देता हूँ तो कुछ लेता हूँ and all of that. I'm just like, and all the, it was just, I felt like Hindi is not my native language, but I felt like I could do a better job than that. Also, it felt like a cheap parody of Mirzapur. I feel like a lot of heavy inspirations been taken from Mirzapur, but it was just like I was cringing when I was watching it. And in the end, they had like a twist and everything, but by that point of time, I'm just like, if there's a God, please take me out of my misery. And I was just thinking, I have 3 more movies to get through. Like, how do I watch 3 more movies if they're going to be like this? But sure, let's see. Let's move on to the next one. So the next movie is called Khilona. It's directed by Raj Mehta, who also made Good News. It's about this maid who works in houses in a gated community. She's got like a little sister, and she's got like a something going on with this the guy who irons clothes in the community. I think the center of it is about the class divide, and it's about people on both sides take advantage of things. And I think that's the most I can get into without giving any spoilers. I thought Abhishek Banerjee did a decent job, not his best, but I think he was very natural in the role he played. The child actor Inayat Verma was very good. A lot of dark themes in the story, and I think she approached them really well. My only problem was with Mrs. Bharucha. Like, her acting was fine, but her had issues with the character. I think her name was Meenal. I just found her very problematic, and I just couldn't connect with this person, and I just couldn't like empathize with her. So I honestly didn't care what was happening to her in the story. I think, my personal opinion, I don't think a movie works if like the audience fails to care about your main character, right? So I was just like, okay, she exists, but She doesn't mean anything to me. I think out of all the four movies, this one had the most chilling twist. I mean, it was really risky and just like a brave choice. It could have gone wrong in like so many ways, but had the most shock value, if I could say. And so yeah, Kilona was slightly better than Majnu because I didn't want to like kill myself out of this movie. So if you guys have been with me till now and you've not seen Ajeeb Dastan, you must be wondering, so now why on earth will I even watch this movie? Makes absolute sense. But if you've seen Ajeeb Dastan, then you know what's coming next. Gili Pucci is directed by Neeraj Kaiwan, who's also made a Much Loved Masan, and he's made this beautiful short film called Juice, starring Shefali Shah. It's very popular at one point of time, so if you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's damn nice. So moving on to Gili Pucci, I don't know if I should call it a love story, but it's about understanding love, understanding your identity, fighting for yourself. It's about two women who are, I could say, opposite sides of a society, and just about what opportunities they receive and just how they make use of it and what expectations and image people have of them. I have to say this, like I have to. I don't think we deserve Konkona Sen Sharma. I think she's one of the most underrated actors we have right now. I don't think, I can't guarantee, but I'm sure that nobody else could do this role the way she did it. I think she did a fantastic job. Aditi Rao Haidari was good as well in her role. Maybe it's a character, but I found her mildly irritating. Maybe it's meant to be that way. This movie also talks about casteism in a very nuanced manner, not like a on the nose kind of a thing. There is this one scene involving a teacup that really is like profoundly impactful. I think it's very real and it happens even now. So overall, like a very very good movie. The strongest movie out of all the four movies, and it made me sit up and watch it properly and just wait for what's coming next. So Ankahi is the last movie we have. It's directed by Kayose Rani, who was a student in Student of the Year, and I think this is his first movie as a director. He did a fantastic job for like a first movie. Ankahi is about this mother who learns sign language to like help her daughter who's like slowly going deaf. She doesn't get like much productive help from her husband, but then she meets this charming, like I think he's deaf and mute guy who sort of changes her life, changes her perspective, and just truly makes her happy. Shefali Shah plays the role of the mother. I think she never fails to impress me. Like whichever screen she's on, I absolutely love her. Like 50% of the movie she's not even talking, but then just her eyes are so expressive. Like you can't take your eyes off her when she's on screen. Manav Kaul we've seen before in Kaipoche. I think he's done a great job here as well. He doesn't speak a single word, but he's just so like nice and endearing that you just fall in love with him. Like just his character. I think the overall story-wise it was pretty okay, but I think Shefali and Manav really like pushed the movie forward with their chemistry. We just watch them and just smiling and just so happy. They have this feel-good vibe going on. So I think they like please give them a movie together. Just 2.5 hours of just them. I'd watch it, and I'm sure you would too if you've seen the movie. Overall, yeah, this is my personal favorite. I like this one out of all four. There's something that I found memorable that I wouldn't mind like going back and watching once again. अजीब दास्तां है कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म. Like the song has just been like stuck in my head all day. I've said Ajeeb Dastan like so many times over and over again. Like it feels like a tongue twister right now. If I had to like rank these movies, my personal favorite Ankahi would go first, followed by Gili Pucci, followed by Kilona, and then by Majnu. And like if you haven't seen the movie yet, like my final verdict would be just skip the first two, don't blame for the next two. So yeah, this has been my review of Ajeeb Dastan. Please tell me what you think on the comments, and just like don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.